Hi, Priya.
Hey, hi.
So, like I've been wondering, this is a question many professionals have. My friends always have this question. Uh, how, often we have to go beyond our fixed work timings for a little bit more, if we want to work on certain things or finish our deliverables. So, while we are building our work-life balance and everything, how do we build harmony towards our work? In a way where consider that the younger generation or us, we still really are not very clear about our purpose. So, how do we then find meaning in those moments where we have to stretch?
It's like $1 million question at all times, right? And I don't think anybody has exactly figured out an answer to that. There could be some, blessed souls who certainly have found this harmony, but there's always, for a lot of us, we're constantly, in the moment, taking it one after the other, right? But an important aspect to think about when it comes to this work-life harmony and putting in more vis-a-vis, work it coming in the way of your life activity, so that's a constant conflict there. For any There's always roles are conflicting or competing with each other. That's how the various life roles are, right? Like when you are wanting to do something for yourself, there must be an email that pops in and you may want to just respond to that, and if you don't respond to it, then perhaps something else, it's not that you will not, but something else will come in the way, and then you will miss responding to what is the thought you had on this particular thing. So there's always this conflict and role competition that always works on. So one of the key aspects to understand is people always don't they don't take the time to really reflect quite regularly. It's that pocket of rest and recuperation that's going to be important for you to move in the to before you get into acceleration mode. So rest and recuperation, and during the rest and recuperation today, there's this Netflix and Amazon Prime and all of those things that take on our attention. And so for us, unwinding really means watching out a cool movie or something like that, or just spending time going out for a for a good dinner out, or meeting some friends out in a social setting. That's become rest and recuperation for a lot of people. So rest and recuperation can actually on a regular basis need to be with some level of touching your soul, because it will tell you whether it's feeling good about the day. Let's not even go into meaning, purpose, and all of that. So, at a body and mind level, you're so busy. Your body is just doing multiple things, your mind is occupied, and then you're happy doing some things, and then you're not happy doing some things. But when you have the time to actually every day touch your soul, and it says, wow, I feel good being on this planet Earth, right?
Right.
That moment of joy that the soul radiates to you actually tells you that you're doing something valuable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that calmness will actually tell you what to do. Like, for example, that is where intuition starts working better. And you know what is the next meaningful thing, just like I've heard Dr. Jonas Salk say that the intuition actually is all about tells the thinking mind what to do next. That's the power of what you can actually, a little bit of slowing down can do. But that is getting distracted. So there's a lot of in time imbalance and distractions that come in our way, and that is what we need to. So it's not actually any more about the conflicting roles or the different conflicts that we have internally with our environment, but it's about the conflict that we are having to touch access our soul every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And whenever I say, building something with the mind, body, soul, and heart, mind, body, heart, and soul integration, people actually look at me quizzically to say, hey, she's talking something old school. But that old school is so relevant. But there are some people who are taking the effort to even touch their heart, which is their emotions and all of that. But nobody takes
Yeah.
that step deeper. It's sometimes done using a retreat. And after you come back from the retreat and you get back into your everyday grind, sometimes it goes away. But getting that pocket of time, so it's actually retreat every day. But finding that pocket of time to breathe and not to be away from all the other manifestations of distractions that we have in this world today, and touching upon your soul every day is going to be very important for us to find an answer to this, Chandrani, because I and you can never answer this, and nor can anybody else generically answer, but each person will get an answer when they have this period to touch their soul. And that's
Right.
where, and that will tell, oh, this has been meaningful. And that is where you will, and it will guide you to the next set of meaning, because you're going to get into a source of rest and recuperation the next day, rest and recuperation the next day. That
Yeah.
rest and recuperation is all about taking that moment where the mind is not active and it's mindless kind of a thing, which is actually going to give you, because wherever the mind is there, it's going to give you a sense of conflict or worry or anxiety or attention or many things. So where you're taking the mind off, it's going to tell you, hey, I'm going to be, whatever this happened today, this was actually very good. So that's a very meaningful thing. I'm so happy about it. And then you will start getting a basket of such meaningful memories that it'll tell you that why you are living in this world for, and that begins the journey of connecting meaning, purpose, and unity to leading lives. And that's how one can actually cross this chasm, and it doesn't happen just by talking about it. Every person will have their own answer, is what I humbly think.
Very well said.